Okay, the mid-range smartphone scene is just like the Delhi heat, like very hot in terms of smartphone launches. Samsung was the only one left to join the party. Now I know Samsung mid-range phones were not as per the competition, but this M56 seems promising. You get a Super AMOLED display with a punch hole and really thin bezels, which is a new one, LPDDR5X RAM, UFS 3.1 storage. And most importantly, it comes with the all-new OneUI 7. So all of this is under 25,000. Sounds interesting, right? It looks like they have got all the basics right. Or are there any catches? Moreover, is this the best smartphone under 25,000? We'll get to know all of that. Prateek, TechWiser, let's go into the video. Yo. So you get this flagship sized box here. Inside you get the phone, some paperwork, a Type-C to Type-C cable and a SIM ejector tool. That's it, the Luxury unboxing. By the way, this video is made in collaboration with Samsung, so we'll test this phone, talk about its features. Now the first thing that's different here is the design. Samsung has refreshed the design this year and it's back to that Note 10 Plus era, this vertical camera island. Now the back feels very premium. Usually they used to come with a polycarbonate back, but this time it comes with a glass back and it comes with Corning Gorilla Glass Victus Plus protection. Now the moment you hold the phone in your hand, it feels quite sleek and light. In fact, it just weighs around 180 to 182 grams, even though it has a 5000 mAh battery. Now the good thing about the back here is, even though it is a glass back, you can't see the smudges. Now it is because of the light green color here. It also comes in black color as well. And from last year's M55, which had camera rings, this has a proper camera island and we'll get to the camera in just a moment. But the moment you flip the phone on the front side, you get this beautiful Super AMOLED Plus display, and the front here again has Corning Gorilla Glass Victus Plus protection. Compared to last year's M55, the M56 has slimmer bezels except the chin. So I was watching this movie called Test on Netflix. The color, sharpness and all of them look good, and see, the display is so bright as well. Now surprisingly, the M56 gets HDR support on Netflix, which is rare to see in Samsung mid-range phones. And if anyone watching this video has an HDR subscription on Netflix, please share our account deets. Bro needs it. And not just indoors, even outdoors, the display here is quite bright. Now we already know Samsung has one of the best AMOLED displays, but what we really wanted to test is the camera. So the M56 comes with triple camera setup, but let's just call it a dual camera setup because just like the middle child of the family, people ignore the macro camera. And in the daylight, the photos from it come out good here. It has good light control. Even the skin tone is closer to natural. In portrait mode, it sometimes messes up the edge detection, but other than that, it has a good gradual background blur like you see in DSLR. The photos from the ultra wide angle camera, they come out decent. And in terms of videos, it can shoot max at 4K 30 FPS, and you can have an idea of the video quality, stabilization as well as mic quality. And on the front, it comes with a 12 megapixel selfie camera, and the selfies from it are good. Like, it has that same natural skin tone. And on the front, you can shoot in 4K 30 FPS, and surprisingly, if I turn around here, you see sun is behind me and it's a proper HDR well exposed video, like you can even see the building. So videos in terms of HDR is pretty good. Overall, for the cameras that you get here, they have got it right. Now, along with the cameras, what Samsung gets right is the software. The Galaxy M56 comes with the popular OneUI 7 based on Android 15. Initially, after you set up your phone, the app drawer here is set to side scrolling. But if you sort it alphabetically, then it comes to this vertical scrolling. Then it also has this new split notification and quick settings panel. And if you play music or set a timer, it comes in this now bar at the bottom on the lock screen. For all the Samsung fans out there, this phone does support Good Lock. Now, one thing to note is the Good Lock app is shifted to the Google Play Store from the Samsung Store. So it only comes with 2 of the Good Lock modules by default, but if you sideload Home up, it works. Now you can go crazy from customizing your home screen to control the app's opening and closing animation. And if you use the Edge Lighting Plus Good Lock module and enable that custom style option, whenever you get a notification from any app, the app's icon would come up like this in animation. It's like that Instagram React animation in DM. It just rains all over your screen. Looks cool, and I found it useful as it doesn't let me miss the notification when the phone is on the desk in silent profile. Apart from this, it also comes with full version of the Samsung Wallet, so you can add your credit cards, you can use tap to pay, and the best part is it doesn't require internet to use tap to pay. Also, the Samsung Wallet has integration with DigiLocker, so you can add your Aadhaar card, PAN card, driving license and all of the travel stuff. And if you're using a Samsung phone, then how can we forget about the ecosystem features? If you have a Samsung laptop, then you can use your laptop's keyboard and trackpad to control the phone. And if you copy a link on your laptop, then you can directly paste the link in your phone. But I know what you might be thinking. All of these features are fine, but what's the difference here in the OneUI that you get in the flagship OneUI and you get in the mid-range OneUI. So the first difference here is there is no Galaxy AI on the M56 here. So in image editing, instead of AI eraser, you get the normal object eraser. Next, it also doesn't get now brief. So these are the only differences in the OneUI you will see between the flagship and the mid-range. Along with these differences, there are some pre-installed third-party apps. You can easily uninstall them. Also, the M56 comes with 6 generations of OS updates and 6 years of security update. Now, we recently did a video on how longer software updates do you actually need. You can check that out video here after watching this video. And the M56 not only lasts longer in terms of software update, but even in battery, it lasts longer. The M56 comes with a 5000 mAh battery, so on a single charge, watching movies, scrolling reels, clicking pictures and playing games and all of that, it easily lasts a day. And speaking of charging, well, Samsung has finally brought some improvement in charging as well. It comes with 45 watt of fast charging now, so it charges up to 50% in 30 minutes and takes about an hour to top up the phone to 100%. Now you might be thinking, so far the phone seems 100% perfect. But guys, remember, nothing is 100% perfect in the world. Just like your ex. Now this phone has a small catch which brings me to the performance. The Galaxy M56 comes with the Exynos 1480. So we ran the Antutu benchmark which gives an overall score to the phone's CPU, GPU, RAM, storage, etc. So it scores somewhere around 7.18 lakhs on Antutu. To put it into simple words, it's around 7S Gen 3 levels. Now we also ran the CPU throttling test and the graph here is a mix of green and yellow. But these are benchmark results. How do they translate to real life test? Well, in real life, heavy tasks like gaming, we played Wuthering Waves. It shows high quality graphics with 60 FPS option, but the game lacks like anything. For a playable experience, you need to keep the graphics settings to medium and set FPS to 40, then the gameplay gets better. But if you see, there are those rare frame drops. And the phone starts getting warm in like 5 to 10 minutes, but overall, it doesn't overheat because this year you get a 33% larger, bigger vapor cooling chamber. Next in BGMI, you can play the game at 60 FPS in smooth graphics. Well, the gameplay is good here, but at least in BGMI, if you see, phones under 20,000 are giving 90 FPS option, and I feel at least in BGMI, all the phones in mid-range should support 90 FPS. But not everyone games. So apart from gaming, in other day-to-day tasks like if you switch between multiple apps or open apps in split screen or have a pop-up window, it can handle all of that easily. Now, the 128GB variant of the Galaxy M56 here starts at 24,999 with offers. So what's the conclusion? Is this one of the best phones in the under 25,000 price range? Moreover, for whom is this phone for? See, if you need a Samsung phone, this one has a good display. It comes with the Exynos 1480, it comes with LPDDR5X RAM and UFS 3.1 storage. I believe if brands are promising longer software updates in 2025, under 25,000, it makes sense to get LPDDR5X RAM and UFS 3.1 storage for future proofing. So for the brands and people saying this doesn't matter, well, in the short term, it matters, like the processing time after you click a photo, or if I open BGMI on the phone with UFS 2.2 alongside M56, see, every single time the M56 with UFS 3.1 storage would open faster. The only area I feel it could have done better is if it had 90 FPS gaming in BGMI, because this would have set a standard for other smartphone brands. And we already did a best smartphone under 25,000 video. You can check that out from here or here. On that note, this is signing off, and TechWiser. See you in the next video. Pew pew pew.